Okay, just testing. Mic test. Mic test. Guys, you just Google this. DOT defends Department of Transportation defends choice of engineering firm hired to oversee. Oh, gosh, sorry guys. That came out of nowhere. I can't help it. Origami Bridge Project. I can't help it. I know it doesn't say origami. How beautiful this bridge is. I would love for us to get up there and see this. Maybe we will this summer. I've got to head up to Maine at one point, so maybe I'll stop by and look at this bridge in Connecticut. Check it out. Isn't it pretty? It's got nice radiuses and all, but let's cut to the chase. This is July 15th, this article. Portland. State transportation officials are defending the decision to hire an engineering firm to oversee repairs at the Origami Bridge. I'm going to keep saying it, I guess. The company, FIGG Bridge Group, was involved in a pedestrian bridge project in Florida that collapsed in 2018, killing 6 people and injuring 8 others. In June, Tallahassee, Florida-based FIGG was chosen to oversee phase 2 of the Origami Bridge. They were chosen in June. The collapse happened in March. They were chosen in June, right after you. So they chose based on merit, they're going to say here per this article. So critiquing the article, I wish they would give the links to that, right? Okay, how's that for critique? All right. According to Kevin J. Nursick, a spokesman for the State Department of Transportation, the $40 million project involved repairing and replacing structural steel supports beneath the approach of the 71-year-old structure, which links Middletown and Portland. Middletown, Connecticut to Portland, Oregon, so you guys don't know. It links those 2 cities. Did I just troll some of you guys just on that one? Following an announcement and related story in the Hartford Courant, wherever this is, a Portland resident contacted Portland First Select Women. Portland First Select Woman. It's like their little version of a townsperson, right? Expressing concern about the selection of FIGG. Bransfield, in turn, reached out to the state senator, Norm Needleman, Democrat, Essex, and Representative Christy Carpino, Republican, Cromwell, whatever. Cromwell is over, isn't that over in England? All that area's got all those names like that. The two legislators drafted a letter to the Department of Transportation Commissioner Joseph, whatever his name is, questioning FIGG's work record. FIGG attracted national attention when a pedestrian overpass it had installed on the campus of Florida National University in Miami collapsed onto a heavily traveled roadway below. The week before, the Department of Transportation awarded Origami Construction. All right, so this is the bridge, right? Engineering the inspection contractor FIGG. So don't get this confused. This is not a contractor. It's the name of the bridge. So I'm teasing, right? But this one's that's for real. That's the name of the bridge. So they awarded the engineering of the inspection contractor FIGG of all people. They're going to allow FIGG to do the inspection to determine it. So you guys talk about all these settlements and all that. Those settlements that they're doing now, it keeps them out of. If they went to trial, they might wind up in a criminal court if somebody gets a little bit, tempting, or some congressman decides, you know what, I'm going to make a little name with this now or something. So they had no choice but to do it, because things would have come out. It would have showed negligence, and it would have resulted in loss of licensing and money and things like that. Remember, this is how the game's played. This is the real world. That's FIGG for you. And there we go. The Occupational Health and Safety Administration issued a report citing, quote, a significant number of failures, end quote, involving the FIU bridge. Based on the company's past safety record, we have some serious concerns about FIGG performing these improvements, Needleman and Carpino said. Needleman is the senator, and Carpino, whatever, I don't know how to pronounce the name, is the representative. That's something else. They can only get those two people together on this decision. Nursic Monday said that the Department of Transportation is drafting a response to the two legislators. He said the company was chosen in a merit-based competition to provide quality insurance. Don't you think you lose all your merit once a bridge falls down and kill people? Well, apparently I'm working in the wrong states, guys. I need to get my ass up to Connecticut. I can do what I want to there. You won't need a license. You can kill people. You won't need anything, obviously, because if it's based on merit, I don't know what. I mean, you get to kill people and still be higher on a merit-based system. I mean, how do you get below the merit-based system? The people that lost to them, what the hell did they do? These people killed people responsible for their deaths, and they're still higher than the other people. As the comedian once said, when you lose to that Barry guy in Washington, D.C., when he came back after being arrested, crackhead and all that, and he came back to become mayor again, they said, what kind of person do you lost to a crackhead? Well, what kind of company are you that you lost to FIGG killing people? What kind of competition did they have? That competition must have had, let's see, you got to have killing, right? So they must have killed people. I'm just being facetious here. Kill people and what? Rob people? I don't know what's the next step besides killing people that would be pretty damn put you on the bottom of the list. But apparently killing people, participating in their death, does not put you down on a merit-based system. Now, I could curse right about now, but YouTube's going to sanction me, so just go like this. Bleep, 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 bleep. That's how many curse words I like to add about this. Going on. They're being hired to oversee the construction contractor. They're being hired over, guys, don't you feel like laughing? I mean, it's laughable, not in a nice sense, but like there's some things that make you laugh because you're like, it can't be written. You're like, this can't be written. This can't be true. And you just start laughing. You're like, no, okay, what's the joke? No, there's no joke. They're being hired to oversee the construction contractor, which has not been chosen, he said. Let me just have a little fun here. Which has not been chosen. But they suggest that they should hire MCM and everybody else that worked on the bridge. All right. I was having a little fun here. We have absolute confidence in them, he added. So you obviously got to find a connection between this clown here, right? This clown and the FIGG engineering. You got to find a connection there, because how could you say that in good faith? We have absolute confidence. And they say we. I hate people to say we. I dislike people to say we. Tell me who the we is. So far it's you, and I don't see the rest of the we written behind this. You're saying Department of Transportation, because I'm sure not everyone who will be part of that we thing, and they might take offense to it. It's a French word, right? We. As she awaits Department of Transportation response, Carpino, whatever, said the safety of Connecticut residents is and will continue to be our first priority. A tragedy occurred in Florida, and that was a quote. It is a quote. A tragedy occurred in Florida, and we want to ensure that another one doesn't happen here. End quote. She replied, quote, I am looking to the Department of Transportation, DOT, to provide further information to confirm that this is the appropriate contractor for this project, end quote. That's just crazy, the merit based on that. Nursic has said FIGG has been involved in a number of high-profile projects in Connecticut, including construction of the Pearl Harbor Memorial Bridge in New Haven, and in the recent upgrade of the Southern Golden Star Memorial Bridge over the Thames River, linking Groton and New London. If I got the names incorrectly, don't be triggered. The company has a list of significant projects elsewhere throughout the U.S., including a rebuilding of the I-35 bridge in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the Sunshine. So this is the way that, it's merit-based, meaning what did you do last? It's not, just that. It's what you do last. Last thing, you're killing people last. Your last design is killing people. It showed he had an inspection, in fact, and the inspection process resulted in the death of people, if you will, if I'm going that far to state that. The bridge that collapsed in Miami was unique on both, and its design and construction. Where did this sentence just pop in? It relied on a process known as accelerated bridge construction, in which the bridge is assembled and then put in place as essentially finished product rather than being built in stages on the roadway. So right here, this is the crazy ass article by this writer who now is trying to pretend like this is just something else that FIGG had to deal with. Like they were the inspectors of the bridge and they were trying to deal with this. They were the designers of the bridge. You can't complain about it being an accelerated bridge comp process. It was your design. So where the hell did this writer get off putting this in here? FIU was involved in both aspects of the project and favored the FIGG design because it was out of the ordinary according to the reports. In a detailed report in May, the Miami Herald reported that despite what is described as severe cracking, end quote, quotes, open, close quotes, at the northern end of the concrete pedestrian bridge, FIGG officials insisted the bridge was safe. Right there, number one, FIGG officials insisted the bridge was safe. They did so. They did so. The Herald reported at a meeting at FIU. What is this person, a clown? They've living in a damn cage. J. Mill, living in a damn cage. You don't have to worry about Florida. Miami Herald saying it. There's other ways it's been said. It's a damn recording that states it. So they're trying to use a third-party tricky stuff in this wording. This J. Mill. This is I find J. Mill to be lacking in skill. Let's see who J. Mill is by chance. Did they mention J. Mill up here again? Jeff Mill. Okay, so Jeff Mill did a soft shoe on that one. All right, you're supposed to kick the butt on this one. No soft shoe needed. But isn't it a beautiful bridge? FIGG did not design it. They're going to go ahead and tell you how it works, though, which we know they suck at that right now, trying to figure out how a bridge works, even their own design. So how the hell would you trust them to look at this from scratch and try to figure out what's good and what's not? Their own design, they can't figure out what's good and what's not in it. They can't figure out the load path of their own bridge. So how can they now look at a bridge they didn't design and determine the load paths of everything here and figure out what's safe and what's not? That's my final statement of this, that again, it's about load paths, and you just can't look at a bridge and, without some serious in-depth thinking to try to figure out load paths. Now that you got it actually working, load paths might be different. They might even identify themselves with these members here, as you could put a sensor on it, figure out which one's in tension. If you could actually apply loads on this, like a tractor trailer load, for loads, 80,000 pounds, couple of them together, and see, and test the structure as it goes through. That would be awesome. Nobody does that. So what I'm talking about is purely just hypothetical way of how you think you would want to evaluate a structure you never touched. Not the way it does. Engineers are so bright, they're so cocky, as you see with most engineers. Are so that I'd have to say the engineers on my channel here are pretty awesome. A couple of them still attack me, but are stuck there. But most of them are too confident. Engineers are just too confident. I mean, it's on the level of being. I don't get the confidence level of engineers on something like this. This is so beautiful, but yet clearly it's a very odd structure. I wonder if there's a pier here. I'm going to do more research on this, but it appears that it's an arch, a pier, and a truss system tied together. Dual arches, and, well, the top chord and bottom chord is arched. Then it's got this beautiful portal here, and we wonder where it stops. Does it stop here? The load's transferring to stop here, and this makes it sort of like zero force member besides keeping it from racking. It's beautiful. I want to see this damn thing. All right, let me terminate video, and just hope you guys can enjoy that. That's crazy though. FIGG is on board for inspections. Just find that amazing. Amazing. Told you, FIGG is not going anywhere, guys. And they're all settling the court cases, so they don't wind up in criminal court. So they're all settling it, moving on. And the government still recognizes them as having merit. You can kill people, obviously. And told you, we're just subjects. We don't matter. Governments make that clear. People do not matter. It's not their issue.